Good morning. Good morning, everyone. As Vice Provost for Faculty and Global Engagement, I am pleased to welcome you, our new students and members of the class of 2028. Would you please stand as you are able to welcome the Salem State University Convocation procession? Thank you. Please welcome Mace Bearer Nancy Dennis from the Berry Library. The mace is a symbol dating back to the Middle Ages of the authority of the university to award degrees. The most senior member of the faculty and librarians has the honor of carrying the mace and leading the procession. The university banners are carried by many past faculty, student, and staff recipients of the Outstanding First Year Advocate Award. Following the mace bearer are the academic deans and the university faculty from the Bertillon School of Business, the College of Arts and Sciences, the McGuire-Messervy College of Health and Human Services, the McCune School of Education, the Berry Library, the Explorers Program, the Commonwealth Honors Program. Please welcome the student member of the Board of Trustees, the university president, Provost and Academic Vice President. Oh, sorry. Please welcome the student member of the Board of Trustees, the university president, provost and academic vice president of student success, faculty convocation speaker, and student government president. Please be seated. I am pleased to introduce Professor Keisha Valens of the English Department to read the university's land acknowledgement.
Thank you and welcome. We begin our proceedings with a land acknowledgement, which is a formal statement that recognizes the Indigenous peoples who are the traditional stewards of colonized land. In recognizing and naming them, a land acknowledgement seeks to honor the existing and enduring relationship between Indigenous peoples and their traditional territories. The land occupied by Salem State University is part of Nomcog, a traditional and ancestral homeland of the Pawtucket Band of the Massachusetts. We acknowledge the genocide and forced removal of the people of Nomcog and their kin, and we recognize the ongoing colonization and dispossession of Indigenous homelands. We respect and honor the Massachusetts tribe and the many Indigenous peoples who continue to care for the land upon which we gather. A land acknowledgement by itself is a small gesture. It becomes meaningful when coupled with authentic relationships and informed action. It is meant as a starting point toward greater public education, Indigenous sovereignty, and cultural rights, a critical step towards equitable relationship and reconciliation.
Thank you, Professor Valens. I am now pleased to introduce the Provost and Academic Vice President of Salem State University, Dr. David J. Silva.
Good morning. Good morning. Nope. Good morning. Excellent. As Provost and Academic Vice President at Salem State, I hereby call to order this assembly and declare open the Fall 2024 Convocation recognizing the class of 2028. It's done. And now I present to you the 14th President of Salem State University, Mr. John D. Keenan.
The provost almost sat down for introducing me. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy New Year. I can see all the confused looks on the students, right? This is our new year in higher ed, so welcome. Proud to be here with all of you. Welcome to the new academic year, and to our first year and transfer students, welcome to our Viking community. I'm so excited to celebrate with you the beginning of your academic journey here at Salem State. You each brought your own unique story and path that brought you here to Salem State. And I'm sure along the way you faced many different challenges, and yet here you are, ready to begin a new chapter in your lives. As you do so, I'm confident that you will be able to tackle whatever lies ahead, whether it's challenging yourself academically, finding your way around campus, learning about Halloween, or balancing college and all the other demands that life brings your way. As you prepare for your first days and weeks of class, know that you already have what it takes to succeed simply by taking this first step and showing up. Please know that we are helping you to meet the moment. I cannot imagine where I would have been without people who helped me along the way. I grew up right here in Salem. Neither of my parents went to college, yet they pushed myself and my brother and my sister to go to college as well. College would have been unimaginable if not for the professors, the staff, the coaches, the community members, and all those who helped guide me. Likewise, all of us here on this campus, the faculty, the staff, the administrators, we're all here to support you. Please do not hesitate to ask questions, draw on our expertise. We want nothing more than for you to succeed. Please also draw on one another. You share a commonality beginning your journey at Salem State right here, right now. Get to know each other. Help each other as you navigate the first semester as a Viking. Encourage each other to be engaged on and off campus. I am now out of college 40 years. 40 years. And the people that I sat next to on my very first day, I went away with 2 weeks ago. So you may be making lifelong friends today. In fact, I hope that you are making lifelong friends today. Access campus resources such as the first year experience, student life, and the Center for Civic Engagement, all these offices and many others offer incredible opportunities for you to meet your peers and be involved in our campus and our community. Our commitment to civic engagement is one of the hallmarks of a Salem State education. As the Commonwealth Civic Engagement University, we try to instill civic engagement into our classrooms, our programs, and indeed our culture. We achieved National Carnegie Community Engagement Classification, a national recognition for this deep commitment. And we are proud of the strong record providing students with the tools they need to have their voices heard on the issues that they care about. Our students continually challenge us to address prominent issues such as social justice, racial equity, and climate change. Our students have advocated for reforms, and we are a better community because of it. But we have more work to do and can always be better. I invite all of you to get involved and join us in making Salem State the best possible Salem State for all. We are living in a time of economic, political, and climate uncertainty. And if there is one thing in these past few years has shown us, it is how quickly everything can change. It's important to acknowledge the mental toll these challenges have taken on all of us. Please know that you are not alone. If there are times when things are not going well or you are dealing with challenges or you just need to talk to someone, please do not hesitate to reach out. There's always someone available to listen, advise, and to lend a hand. The Welcome Week website, wow, that's a mouthful. The Welcome Week website includes information on how to access various support services. If you have not done so already, I encourage you to familiarize yourself with the services available and bookmark this website so that it's always handy if needed. This morning, you will hear from Salem State School of Nursing Professor Ann DiFilippo. Professor DiFilippo received the Outstanding First Year Advocate Award, and you will soon learn why. Like so many Salem State students, Professor DiFilippo is a first-generation college student. She often felt the weight of responsibility that this carried, not wanting to let her family down because of the sacrifices they made to enable her to attend college. Sounds familiar? Professor DiFilippo holds a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, graduating magna cum laude from Boston College. She is an active and registered nurse here in the Commonwealth and has been on our faculty going on 23 years. Her desire to advocate for patients, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Her desire to advocate for patients and care drove her to obtain a law degree from New England School of Law, graduating cum laude. She also recently earned her doctoral degree in higher education from UMass Boston. Professor DiFilippo epitomizes, absolutely. Professor DiFilippo epitomizes the definition of a lifelong learner. Prior to joining the faculty at Salem State, Professor DiFilippo worked in several healthcare settings, including psychiatric hospitals, community mental health centers, and general hospitals with mental health units. I hope that her words will provide you with the reassurance and guidance as you embark on your higher education journey. Now, before we move things along further, I am absolutely thrilled to announce we received a monumental anonymous gift of $10 million in support of student financial assistance. As you get to know me, you'll realize I'm not really that competitive, but Salem State now has the 3 largest gifts in state university history. And we're not done yet. This gift enabled us to establish the Clipper Scholarship, which will enable students this fall enrolled in the McEwen School of Education and the McGuire-Missouri's College of Health and Human Services to get scholarships. $324,000 worth of scholarships will go to students in those Pell Grants, in those programs, who are just above the eligibility for Pell. You do not have to apply. Our financial aid services will reach out to you and be in touch soon. But we're really excited about that, as it will also open up additional funds for other programs on campus. So we're really excited about that. And a big shout out to our advancement team for closing that monumental gift this summer. Congratulations. So I do know, right, as a college grad myself and both of my kids just finishing, I know that navigating your way through college is not easy. But I also know that Viking students are up for the challenge. Indeed, this is a year of moving forward together to meet the moment. As you pass through your academic journey, know that all of us at Salem State want you to succeed. Know that you are strong, that you are talented, that you are smart, and you are an inspiration to all of us. And we want to see you succeed. So never forget that there is a whole community of support here to help you move forward together. And most importantly, welcome. We are so glad that you are here. Class of 2028. Now it is my pleasure. It is my pleasure to introduce Satin Wands, President of the Student Government Association. Satin is a junior majoring in political science with a minor in media and communications. As both a transfer student and first-generation student, they learn the importance of getting involved and making connections. I look forward to hearing their story. Please join me in welcoming President Wands.
Hi. Oh, hi. Good morning, and thank you for the introduction. Once again, my name is Saturn. I'm a junior here at Salem State studying political science with a minor in media and communications, and I am the Student Government Association president of the 2024 to 2025 academic year. This is actually my first time at Convocation too. I was a transfer student here back in spring 2023, so I did miss some of those introductory rituals that came with being a new student. But it makes me all the more grateful to be here with you today to experience Convocation together. Now, I'd like to try out a little activity if you feel comfortable participating. Could you raise your hand if you're a first-generation college student? Awesome. See so many. All right. Thank you. And then once again, could you raise your hand if you're a transfer student? All right, a couple of those. Thank you. And then finally, any out-of-state students? Awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad to have all of you here. I really feel so grateful to be a part of a campus community with so many different backgrounds and stories to share. Even though I grew up in Massachusetts, my first college that I attended was in California. I spent only one semester there before transferring here to Salem State. And as an out-of-state student, I was faced with a lot of challenges that taught me lessons that any out-of-state student might be able to relate to. For starters, it was hard to make connections. It seemed like the students around me had something in common that I didn't, and I didn't have a car or a bike, so I didn't know the area well enough to travel outside of campus. That was until I started attending book clubs. I met some amazing people who shared my interests, and eventually I became familiar with the community around me and made some great friendships. Now, when I transferred to Salem State, I felt much more comfortable being closer to home, but I had just lost the support group that I built at my other college. It felt like starting over, and as a first-generation college student, I didn't really have anyone to ask for advice on how to feel less lonely. About 2 weeks of my first semester at Salem State went by, and then I was approached by someone in our campus. They had recognized a sticker on my laptop and invited me to the Alliance's trivia night that evening. Having not known anybody in the Alliance, and probably none of the trivia topics either, I took a chance and went anyway. There, I met an amazing group of friendly people who invited me to even more events, like the ASA's K-pop dance night that they were hosting the next week. If it weren't for these clubs, I wouldn't have met these wonderful people who I'm so fortunate to now call my friends. And because of that, my advice to you all as incoming students is to get involved. Find clubs that speak to you, follow them on social media. Almost every one of them has an Instagram page, and take a chance. You never know what amazing connections you could make unless you try. And speaking of getting involved, with the 2024 elections right around the corner, we here at Salem State University strongly encourage our campus community to register to vote. Just like your voice matters on campus, it also matters nationwide. It's super easy to register, and luckily our Center for Civic Engagement here on campus will be hosting a voter registration event very soon. If you aren't registered or don't know if you're registered, please stop by and check it out. And finally, thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to attend this event and share this moment with you all, and I hope you have an incredible year ahead. If you ever see me on campus, feel free to say hi, and if you have questions or need advice, I'm always here to help. Thanks again, and remember to get involved and register to vote. Thank you.
Oh, gosh, can't trust me with anything. Thank you, President Wands, for sharing your experiences and your supportive and encouraging lessons learned. I would now like to introduce to you Angel Garcia, student trustee to the Salem State Board of Trustees. Angel is active in many ways, both on and off campus, and is a student representative, your representative, on the Board of Trustees. He's a member of the class of 2023 and majoring in history. So please join me in welcoming Trustee Garcia.
I got short problems, so I got to put this microphone down. Thank you. Thank you all. Welcome all to a new academic year, 24-25, fellow Vikings, staff, faculty. My name is Angel Garcia. I'm a senior majoring in history, minoring in philosophy. I'm honored to serve as your student trustee and member of the Salem State Board of Trustees. Many of us in the audience today are embarking on challenging roads ahead. as we decide to enroll in college, leap into adulthood, and become acquainted with self-determination. Whenever we venture into uncharted territory and worry about adjusting to new structures, places, ideas, and people, we must remember that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Our concerns can lead to a state of anxiety. I know all about that. Still, people and resources always help us navigate these challenges. But here at Salem State, we have a wealth of services and people, including myself, who are readily available to make this transition as smooth as possible. You are not alone on this journey. We are here to support you and ensure your success. As your student trustee, I encourage you to familiarize yourself, as President Keenan and President Saturn already alluded to, with these supportive tools and the people who provide them. Visit your professors and academic advisors regularly to broaden your understanding of the relevant course materials and to keep a good gauge of your progress. And plus, they be lonely. For real. Get to know their office hours and come through. The first year experience, as was already alluded to as well, is a really good tool for first years. If y'all feel lost for whatever reason, go to the office, talk to somebody, let them know how you feel. They got to listen to you anyway. There are many student-led organizations on campus where you might find others with the same interests, goals, values, and vision for the future. My brothers of the SSU Brotherhood took me in with open arms last year, even though I'm way older than them. They gave me hope for the future, and I have shared many of my life experiences with them as they have with me, as I practice one of my proudest abilities, mentorship. It's been, without a doubt, the best decision I made outside the classroom, and I'm better for it. As your representative on the Board of Trustees, I want you to know that I'm committed to being visible and accessible to the student body. Your concerns and needs are my priority. If something is weighing on your mind and you need to chat with me about it, I'm here for you. No matter who you are, what's good? You can stop me as we cross paths on campus or reach out to me via email. I'm always ready to listen and help. By the way, that email is a_Garcia13salemstate.edu. For all of y'all beginning your paths into your destinies today, walk tall with swag, because you are the future and your time is now. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Garcia, for sharing your words of wisdom and highlighting hidden gems. Both you and President Wands are really wonderful examples of what it means to be a leader here on campus, and I thank you for your leadership. So, this convocation is the formal opening of the 2024-2025 academic year. I join with President Keenan, his leadership team, with our faculty, librarians, and staff in welcoming you, the class of 2028. Welcome. Each of you comes to Salem State with your own story, your own expectations, your own doubts and questions, but most of all, your own hopes and dreams for your own future. We all enjoyed cheering on the phenomenal success of the Olympic athletes in Paris this summer. And if you look to the right and the left of the stage, you'll see the flags of nearly 40 countries displayed, each representing you or one of your peers at this university. You have joined an engaged, diverse academic community of students and scholars. Each of you contributes to the fabric of this proud, inclusive, global community. You bring to Salem State with you amazing possibility and potential. The faculty, library, staff, and administrators, we are all here to help you realize those possibilities and to cultivate that potential. Our number one objective, is your success. We care about the smaller but critical everyday successes, which over time build your knowledge and your skills and your confidence. Over time, as you experience individual victories in building your knowledge, skills, and confidence, you propel yourself toward incrementally larger scale successes. So you start small, get through today. Next, complete your first week of classes. Successfully pass all of your fall courses. Advance into your sophomore year. And most of all, you'll be there to graduate with your bachelor's degree in May of 2028. Now, there are many people here on campus here to support you, to ensure that your first year at Salem State matters. I do believe in the power of an old expression, which is well begun is well done. And today marks an exciting beginning. Well, there are countless individuals that I could acknowledge this morning. I want to highlight just a few who have been recognized for their very special commitment to our first-year students. The following people were honored this past spring as outstanding first-year advocates through Salem State's First-Year Experience Office. And I'd like them to stand as I call their name, and please stay standing. Nursing Professor Andy Filippo. Geography and Sustainability Professor Noel Healy, who is currently, talk about global, on sabbatical at EAFIT University in Medellin, Colombia. Staff members Ann Collins from the Marketing and Creative Services Department. Staff member Ashlyn Alexis from the Center for Academic Excellence. And student leaders Onyx Zuba from Residence Life and Erica Penn, president of the Asian Student Association. And now, and Erica's aiming to become a double Viking, because she is now a student in our higher education student affairs graduate program, and she's a member of the Salem State University Center for Justice and Liberation staff. Give them all one more round of applause. So please be seated. So these individuals were nominated by last year's cohort of first-year students for their commitment to success. And they and many others are willing to do what it takes to help you meet your goals. One of the hallmarks of a Salem State University experience is the supportive community you've entered. There are individuals at every turn who are here to assist and to listen. I hope you will take advantage of the knowledge and expertise of the many individuals at the university who will support your journey toward graduation. But there's one group of people I want to make sure I acknowledge today, and that is the university's faculty and librarians. May I ask the faculty and librarians to stand and be recognized?
Yes, sir.
I want to offer my own words of gratitude, appreciation, admiration, and respect to the members of our very talented faculty, each of whom will play a critical role in your college transformation, not only academically, but also professionally and personally. The faculty you encountered here are demanding, but they are equally supportive, engaged, and committed to your intellectual growth and to your academic success. And I know you will find means and motivation to connect with each of your professors and to partner with them in your learning. So faculty, thank you. And librarians, thank you. So, all right, no one wants to hear advice at a thing like this, but here we go. First and foremost, go to class, okay? So If you're not in class, you can't build a relationship with anybody, your professor, your classmates, or the course materials. So above all else, go to class. You say it for me? Go to, again, louder. One more time. See, there you go. You'll never forget it now. Okay?
Go to class, y'all.
So here's the next thing I want to say. When you go to class, because you will go to class, be sure to introduce yourself to your professors. Let them know who you are so they will get to know you by name. You'll be developing a relationship with them over 4 years. Here's number 3. Since you've gone to class and met your professor, you're sitting there, don't be shy. Actively participate in discussions and activities. And for some of you, that might start small, but each year you'll become more confident because you are a co-creator of your knowledge. Finally, and this is important, be sure to visit professors during their office hours to engage them even further in the course material. Now, there's some confusion here. Some people think office hours is something else. I won't say what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's that time during the week, at least 3 hours on 2 different days, when your faculty members are in their office, they don't take any other appointments, and they're just waiting for you. And when I was a professor, office hours were sometimes super lonely because nobody came to see me, and it made me very sad. But you will go to office hours, and you don't have to talk about the course. Talk about other stuff. Ask your professor the kind of research they do. They love to talk about their research, right? There you go. So establishing this strong initial relationship with your professors and charting a more certain path forward to success, you will have well done because you are well begun. Your voice matters. Your charge as new members of this community from me to you is to reach out to others, to each other. Ensure that your classmates feel heard and seen too. I want you to look around to the people sitting near you, at the faculty and the librarians here seated on the floor, and the staff all the way around the room. We are here. We are those who will provide you that foundation of support and encouragement. Today marks an important milestone. It is our first day together to build a new campus community, to start a new academic year. It's our collective beginning, bringing all of us together to recognize and to welcome you, our newest students. We'll memorialize this moment with a class photo shortly after this ceremony. You'll also get to gather in your various schools, colleges, and programs after the photo, where your academic dean will welcome you to that more specific community. We'll share a first meal together during lunch. In the afternoon, field games and other activities will invite you to reconnect with your orientation leader and build new connections with new classmates. And we will say more about that toward the end. And so now, it is my privilege to introduce our convocation speaker, 2023-24 Outstanding First Year Advocate, faculty member in the School of Nursing, dedicated lifelong learner, you have more degrees than all of us, and proud first generation student. Please welcome Dr. Ann DiFilippo.
President Keenan, Provost Silva, platform guests, faculty colleagues, university staff, administrators, and you, new students. I'm honored to be speaking to you today. Here you are, first-year students and transfer students, newest Vikings, beginning your first year at Salem State. Good for you. You are here. In the words of a popular song this summer, take the moment and taste it. Everyone recognizes where that came from, perhaps? Okay, have you done that? Great. Today, I will speak to you about three things: the whole you, your whole university, a community in which you now are a member. Number two, consistently taking care of the whole you, Y-O-U, body, mind, and spirit. And three, asking for help. First, the whole university. There are so many moving parts of this whole university. Remember that you as students are the center of the whole university. So many people are collaborating and interacting all around you, some face-to-face and many behind the scenes, all with the purpose of making your college experience an excellent one. To name many resources you heard about during orientation: a distinguished and accomplished faculty, academic departments, an academic advising center with professional full-time academic advisors. That's right. Your own personal academic advisor, a faculty member who teaches in your major and who is assigned to you during your 4 years. There's a Canvas helpline. We have campus police, a community and civic engagement office and opportunities there, counseling and health services, disability services, first-year experience, offices, library services and online resources, orientation leaders, peer tutoring and mentoring, a registrar's office, financial aid office, technology experts, travel abroad, and summer travel, and those who direct those. Keep your passports updated, by the way. And the Mary G. Walsh Writing Center in the library commons, that is. Yes, your connection has already begun. Okay, second point, the whole you, body, mind, and spirit. You are on the cusp of a great adventure with lots of promise. However, it is a totally new experience for all of you. It is new. It is scary. It is different. It is exciting. Close your eyes and savor this excitement. There are a few things you can do to help yourself to experience and enjoy each day so you can be fully present, less anxious, and less worried. These suggestions are from my own lived experience. Sleep for 7 hours each night. That way you will not feel exhausted or burned out over the next few weeks and over the semester. Why 7 hours of sleep? Sleep experts and those who work with superagers have all concluded that 7 to 8 hours of sleep promotes your immune system and keeps your brain healthy. Did you know that during your sleep, your entire body goes into an internal cleansing mode, beginning with your brain and rinsing toxins out of the entire body? Sleeping for 7 hours also helps to increase the neurotransmitter leptin, which helps you to control your appetite and your weight. Regular hours of sleep enable you to learn better, to apply your knowledge, and to articulate what you have learned. You've likely already been advised to eat as healthy as possible, as in reduce the amount of sugar that you eat or drink each day. Learn how to keep your microbiome healthy, drink plenty of water, exercise each day at the same time, and be outdoors on campus as much as possible. You have a great fitness center here where you can also meet friends, and do take yoga classes, okay? These activities have sustained my health, and I hope they will also promote your health. And of course, as Provost Silva said, do attend each class and do your homework, and raise your hand and speak. Don't wait. Besides wanting to learn all that you can and succeed with good grades, you do not want to miss any moments of teaching by your Salem State faculty. This faculty are the heart of this university. There are so many scholarly disciplines from which to choose majors. On this campus, we have published authors who write fiction and nonfiction, poetry books, hymn books, and you will read scholarly articles and be taught by our historians, poets, scientists, sociologists, climate and geography experts, artists and their works, photographers and their exhibits, actors, theater directors, plays they compose, computer science experts, musicians and dancers and performances, communication and media experts, education experts, philosophers, economics, business, and marketing leaders, healthcare professionals, criminal justice experts, English and literature scholars, language and culture experts, mathematicians, sports and movement experts, healthcare studies professionals, political science experts, and psychologists, to name just a few. A world of people who bring their expertise to your classroom. They have found what they are passionate about and want to share that passion with you. You will experience their enthusiasm. They hope to inspire you and influence you as to what you decide to pursue. Learn as much as you can from them and go to their office hours, as you heard. I've been privileged to work beside and with your faculty, but also to travel with them. You don't want to miss 1 minute of class. Consider forming study groups and remember to attend Meet Your Major Day, which will be sometime this month, later in the month. Third point, and most important, asking for help. Will I make friends? Will I be lonely? What if I don't make friends at first? Can you believe that I still remember my first week of college? Yeah, a long time ago. The key to making new friends may be easier than you thought. If you live on campus, don't get too comfortable in your rooms. Stay on campus after class. Come out in the sunshine, walk around campus, see what activities are happening each day. If you commute, remain on campus between classes and after class. Meet new people each day. To make a friend, be a friend. Make eye contact, smile. And here's some more scientific knowledge for you. Remember that it takes only 13 muscles to smile, but somewhere near 72 muscles to frown. A second way to lessen what feels like loneliness, are you ready for this one? Put down your phone. Experience life in the moment. Join a student organization and attend its meetings. Feeling a connection to other people is a process. Connection buffers against stress. My most important piece of advice today is to ask for help when you need it. Many of us pride ourselves on being independent and doing things all by ourselves. But in reality, we all need help. There's a new center called Center for Accessible Academic Resources, known as CAR. And you'll remember that, C-A-A-R. CAR provides such resources as academic accommodations, disability access, peer tutoring, and supplemental instruction. Become familiar with this center and utilize its services. Asking for help is not a weakness. It is a sign of strength. Yeah. And please remember that. It means you want to succeed. Sometimes it takes courage to ask for help. Once you receive the help, however, you realize it increases your level of comfort and brings you closer to your goals for academic success and social success. The faculty, staff, and administration would all agree that completing your college degree gifts you with a higher quality of life and health and contributes to your longevity. So in closing, immerse yourself into your whole community. We are here for you. Sleep 7 hours each night. Take care of your body, mind, and spirit. Most importantly, please remember, ask for help as soon as you need it. Thank you.
Excellent advice, and thank you, Professor DiFilippo, for your remarks. We are really proud to call you a member of the Salem State School of Nursing faculty. So, In closing this year's convocation, I want to say again how excited we are to welcome you to our campus, to your campus now. I know that sometimes navigating college may not be so easy, but I also know that our Viking students here in the room are up to the challenge. I know that you are strong, talented, smart, and an inspiration to me, to each other, and to all of us on this campus. And never forget, there's a whole community of people here to support you because you are our #1 priority. So thank you for becoming a Viking. We hope that you have a wonderful day, but don't move yet. Because if you do nothing else this week, what are you going to do? Again, please. One more time. Excellent, excellent. Faculty, you all heard them. So they're all coming to class, okay? So Bonnie Galinsky, our Vice President for Student Success, is going to share some upcoming highlights for today in the Welcome Week. And she will lead you in organizing a class photo after the academic folks in the room recess. So please rise as you are able. Do not leave. Students remain in place until the recessional is complete. Thank you. So everybody rise as you are able. And with that, I declare that this convocation is closed. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Students, please be seated. Don't worry, not much longer, I promise you.